Hello everybody, we're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today I've got a very special video that I really did not expect to be making so soon, only 9 days after starting the Great One Whitetail grind here on Layton Lakes. We have been having a lot of fun on this grind, and I really thought that it was going to last a long time, and to be honest, I wasn't too mad about that either, because this has been the most fun whitetail grind I've ever been on, and I really gotta say, the changes that they made to Layton Lakes a couple updates ago really did this map wonders for whitetail grinding, and it's made this grind a lot more interesting and easier than it was previously. And today we're going to go over some of the things that I've been doing that have made this grind really fun and a lot more enjoyable than I expected it to be. Now, the first thing that we have been doing to make this grind more enjoyable is we've done a herd management grind, which most people, I would imagine, just shoot any bucks that they see, and that's how they grind for a great one. I know this is what I used to do quite a lot, and for the longest time, I didn't do any other grinding methods. But it is certainly not the most fun way to grind, and, well, this method that we've been using called herd management is absolutely amazing, and it will make your grind so much more enjoyable than if you were just shooting everything. And there's a few reasons for it, and we're going to kind of go over those next. But before we actually talk about herd management itself, let's first go over the zones that I have on the map. So currently, I have 68 whitetail zones here on Layton Lakes, and you may be thinking, that's a lot of zones. How could you possibly cover all of those and have a fun time doing it? Well, that's where herd management comes into play. You may notice that all of these zones are quite spread out, and obviously, that's not good for an efficient grind. There's no way that I could kill 2,000 whitetail deer in 9 or 10 days like we've done if I was hunting all of those zones and all the bucks were spread throughout them. And that's where herd management comes into play. So essentially what herd management is with whitetail deer, you never shoot the level 1s. You always leave every single level 1 whitetail you see. And eventually, if you continue to always leave the level 1s, you will see more and more of them pop up on the map, and you try to get your map to about 70% level 1 whitetail deer. And what that will do is not only will it eliminate a lot of zones because they'll be just level 1s and does, but it will also make it so you get more diamonds. It seems that in the Hunter Call of the Wild, there's some type of system where if the game sees that the average score of your whitetail deer are super low, it will spawn diamonds to try and make up for it, and just big 2s in general. And so quite a few people do this to try and get a lot more diamonds along their grind, and also to kind of condense the zones to where you don't have to hunt as many of them. At this point, I've got about, I'd say 60 or 70% of my whitetail zones to be just level 1s. That way I never have to go to them again. And it has really made it so I can speed this grind up quite a bit. I don't have to focus as many zones, and the zones that I do have focused are zones that are just full of shootable bucks that are level 2 or 3. Oh, speaking of level 3s, that's a level 3 right there. We're gonna go chase that guy down real quickly. But now that you guys have a good idea of what herd management is, let's talk about something else that I've been doing to even further improve the experience here on Layton Lakes with herd management. We have been doing something known as stacking, and basically what that is every time a level 3 would spawn in one of my favorite zones that I like hunting, we would leave it. And that was for a couple different reasons. One, it takes up a slot in one of your favorite zones so that a level 1 cannot spawn there and make it so there's less shootable deer in the zones that you really like. But the other thing that it does is it makes it so you can get more level 1s on your map than what you normally could, to even further increase the odds of getting level 3s and stuff through herd management. So essentially what you do is you stack all of the level 3s in your favorite zones until you've got a good majority of your zones that you love filled with level 3s. In a lot of cases, I just stack up to about 15 level 3s, and then what I do next is go around the rest of my zones, the ones that I don't want to have to hunt, and I just shoot all of the level 2s and 3s until they become level 1s. And that eliminates those herds from the grind so that I never have to go to those areas again, and it greatly condenses the amount of areas that you have to hunt. And this is exactly what I was doing the night before this great one spawned. I had been stacking 3s in my favorite zones so that I could get the rest of the zones to turn to level 1s. I got a good amount of them to turn to level 1s to the point where I was pretty happy with it. And so I decided to finally kill off all the 3s, and once I did, the majority of all the respawns I would get would go back to my favorite zones, and they would always be level 2s and 3s for the most part. And so with the newly improved zones, with all of my favorite zones having the best deer, I continued grinding for a couple hundred more kills that evening, and then the next day came along and I decided to stream a little bit early. And well, when we jumped on stream, we started off with a bang, ended up killing a few diamonds as well as a piebald, and then eventually we had this guy show up. 150. A little small male. The smallest of the male. Hey Paul, how's it going, dude? Welcome. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Woo! Drop TINE rack, baby! Let's go, guys! Yes! Oh my gosh, the great one! The great one! Yes, it is my... Oh, this is one of the racks I wanted! Let's go! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy! I'm so happy! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, there he is, the great one! Guys, let's go! We got him! And it's the drop TINE rack just like I wanted! Wow! There he is! The great one. That is such a gorgeous deer! Look at him! Oh my gosh, I can't believe that, guys! Look at that beautiful beast! Oh my gosh, that is such a gorgeous deer! I've waited so long to see that rack. Let's calm down. Let's get ready to take it down. Let's get that 45, everybody. Oh my gosh, drop TINE rack. Let's go. I have been wanting to get this guy for so long. Oh my gosh. We need to real quickly get the ammo in there. 45 Colt FMJ. Let's do this. Let's do it, guys. Let's get him. This was one of the 2 racks that I really wanted. I wanted the drop TINE rack, and I wanted the typical looking rack. No, I'm not gonna hip fire him. No way I'm gonna hip fire this. We're gonna take this out the right way, because it's a rack I've always wanted. Not gonna risk it. We're already taking a risk using the 45. Now, the 45 Colt is definitely better than it used to be. They definitely buffed it with the last update, so I'm hoping that we'll do great here. I think it's gonna do good, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Can we hear the Great One music? What do you mean the Great One music? Which is the Great One music? Hold on. Here we go. I got something. I got something that's the perfect Great One music. There we go. We gotta get in the moment here. Get the appropriate epic music leading up to taking this guy down. I need to get to about 50 meters and then I'll be comfortable with the shot. Though I'd like to get a little bit closer, but I don't know if these guys are gonna get alerted. They're actually not really looking like they're gonna worry too much about me. I think we should be good to just sneak up as close as we need to. Think we're good. Think we got this. 50 meters. That's a tent. We got him. He's going down, guys. Great One going down. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that was one of the most exciting and enjoyable whitetail grinds I've ever been on. And for it to end with one of the racks we didn't have just makes this moment even better. Let's grab the track. 97 to 110. You love to see it. Beautiful. Great One number 5 on the ground. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. There he is, 387. Wow, we got a really unique one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I think I got the lowest scoring one I've ever seen of this rack. Look at the tip to tip. Wow, we just got one of the coolest great ones I've ever seen. This is officially the coolest great one whitetail I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Look at how beautiful that is. I've never seen it look like this before. I can't believe, look at that. This is truly a unique great one. This might be my favorite great one that we've ever killed. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get so many screenshots of this guy from so many different angles because this is truly unique. I've never seen this. I've never seen one of these look like this. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Thank you guys so much for being here to share this moment with me because this is officially like the most amazing great one grind I think I've ever been on. And to end it with such a cool buck is just amazing. I can't believe that it ended like this. Like, for once, the grind didn't take an absurd amount of time for whitetail. It only took 2,000 kills. It was actually some of the most fun I've had on Layton in a long time, and we ended off with this beautiful deer. This great one whitetail deer is by far the most unique thing that we have ever killed in the Hunter Call of the Wild. We, at this point, have 11 great ones, 5 whitetail deer, and 6 red deer. However, this is by far the most unique one, and my favorite as well. This is my new favorite trophy in my trophy lodge, and I don't think I will ever get anything quite this amazing or impressive. This guy is just everything I could have possibly wanted in a great one. Not only is it the rack that I wanted to get, or one of the racks that I wanted to get, but it's also the most unique one I have ever seen of this rack. Never before have I seen the drop tine rack have tip-to-tip spread this close and have the antlers kind of hook inward as much as these do. This guy is truly the most unique great one I have ever killed and probably ever will kill. And because of that, he is my favorite trophy of all time. Let's see if we can get some more looks at him because there's definitely some other angles that we could do that will show him off a little bit better. So one thing that you will notice with his rack is not only does his antlers hook inward, but they also kind of curl up a little bit at the bottom part. These drop tines that are on the very bottom of the rack typically are straight down, but these ones angle more towards its nose because not only were the tips bent inwards, but the actual antlers itself, the main beams, were kind of twisted sideways a little bit. And because of that, this guy has one of the most unique looks I've ever seen in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Never before have I seen a great one look quite as insane as this one, and I just can't believe that we were the ones to get it. It just makes me so happy to have such a unique buck in my lodge, and to share it with you guys live made it even better, and this was by far the most enjoyable grind that I've ever done here on the channel. We most likely will continue grinding to try and get another great one, as I still don't have the rack that I have been looking for, but this guy was the second rack that I really wanted, and he turned out even more unique than I ever would have expected, and because of that, he currently is my favorite great one that I've ever killed and favorite trophy overall. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making it and doing this grind. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as I do post daily videos as well as 5 live streams a week, sometimes even more. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that notification bell as well, so that you guys will always get notified whenever I post a video, because I do post quite often, as I mentioned. And it can be very easy to miss some of the videos if you don't have the notifications on. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for sharing this journey with me, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!